Hi, my name is Ken Lasseson. I am doing a walkthrough of the Refactor website. It's alternative. The original menu is still there. This is alternative menu, which many people will find easier and less confusing to use. The main thing is I changed orientation. The first orientation was, okay, here is something like cake. Here's all different things to do with cake. Here is end product. Here's all the things to do with end product. So it was organized in a manner, but that doesn't turn out to be how a lot of people want to work with it. So I flipped things around, and today you see the little pile. So we have that information. Another video focused on changing the microbiome and everything connected with that. And what we look at today is research features. And research features are a relatively advanced features. Some people will use it with a minimum of information. For example, if you have SIBO, then hydrogen and methane and a few other ones are the magic words rotating around. Or if you're dealing with brain fog, you may have questions about something like D-lactic acid, etc. So there's a bunch of chemicals or words being tossed around dealing with the microbiome, but they are not specific to a bacteria, but to a group of bacteria or many bacteria in some cases. The research features allows you to go in, look for a particular characteristic if we have information about it, and then look at the bacteria associated with it. So let's do a quick walkthrough. That's first of all dealing with end products. We go into end products, and we see that up at the top here, you see 5%. So the only thing will be listed is whether you're in the top or the bottom 5%. In this case, 1.2. If you say, okay, let's change that to 20%, the list will get bigger, and you can see everything is in the bottom or the top 20%. Suppose you have an issue with, let's say acetic acid. Okay, so I have this case not enough acetic acid, or for whatever reason you believe you don't have enough. The logic behind that I won't touch. I'm just giving you information. Whether or not that is a correct thing that you are missing, I'll let others argue about it. I'm just giving you information. Keyword. So if you click, so that it takes you over to a page which actually lists under changing bacteria, but now you see acetic acid, and here's everything there. And if you are too low in acetic acid, which you just saw, then what you want to do is you probably want to increase everything that is low, but you don't want to decrease things which are high. All these are acetic acid producers which are in your explicit sample. So that means things which are low you may want to do and add into the handpicked bacteria or whatever. Basically, it gives you the option of adding the handpicked bacteria, which is a separate video, which you hopefully have already seen. So that's basically it. Very straightforward. Medical conditions. And again, you set the percentage here. Absolutely nothing here. So the person doesn't have any apparent matches. We'll drop up to 20%. Oh, we still don't have any matches. Let's go up to 40%. And there we have their percentage, 65%, 60, etc. In other words, this person basically, from this sample, has nothing that seemed to be a good match up for the U.S. National Library of Medicine studies on the conditions which we have listed. And there are 24 are there. And you can go in and take a look at. Now, if something you have something like, for example, you have, what do we have? I'm going to just sort that. Long COVID. You click here and show bacteria involved, and it will go and show you all the bacteria involved. It will say your percentile and what is reported from the study. For example, these two are in agreement, so you would pick that one. This one is in disagreement. That is usually lower is seen, and you have higher, so that's not a factor. Probably all the ones which are really high are, again, what you want to do. and then you just go and pick and go across, or you research these individually as you desire is. Go through, and if you go down here, you see that we have handpicked bacteria there, and we've actually added to it. And I'm going to actually just clear this one. Returning to research features, we have cake enzyme, what is being produced, what percentage you have there. This is probably among the most complicated. I did because there's a lot of chemicals involved, and most of the time the common talk internet medical science only mentioned 2 or 3 out of literally hundreds, if not in some cases thousands. So if we type in something like lactate, we don't see anything there. We have there, I could jump that up to 45 percentile. And now, after a few seconds, and why it takes long, we have 1700 different bacteria. Now if I type in lactate, and I'll see the different types of lactates involved, and we have R-lactate hydrolase there, and person was 50%, and other ones are there, and so you can go in and see which ones are high. Again, if you say, okay, why is this high? I want to reduce it. Like for example, this one, you are at the top of the ranking. I want to go to show bacteria involved, and thereby you get the list of bacteria, and 32 in this case, and you can proceed to work from there. Now let's go and take a look at the next one. Compounds, for example, if we try H2 for hydrogen, I got a bunch of things there, H2 space. Let's try. Okay, and again, let's bump that up to a higher percentage and see if we find it. Okay. And then we get hydrogen gas at 82. So if this person perhaps had SIBO, then seeing, hey, you're at 82 percentile in hydrogen producer in your microbiome, what bacteria are involved, and you can go over there and voila, the bacteria you have and which ones are high. And this particular one is there. It's one of the highest one. And again, if you click on the name, you go over and get information about it, etc. You may want to go and do additional searching on the internet for what this particular thing is. Again, I'm connecting bits, facts, and not interpretations. Interpretations is very good to be left for a medical professional. And then we also have consumed. Some bacteria consume, some produces. So if you are low on something, it may actually be because you are not producing enough or you're consuming too much. And each one again goes in, and you can, like for example, this one is R-lactate, and you are consuming high amounts of it, and you can see which ones are busy consuming it there, and you can figure out what you want to do with it. In this case, we have a couple of things sitting at a pretty impressive numbers there. The numbers are very straightforward. Your percentile, your actual count in terms of out of a million. Frequency seeing is how often is this bacteria actually seen in the human gut. So something which occurs sometimes, not very much, you know it, so that it's a unusual player. Sometimes the unusual player are the causalities. Sometimes they are not. There's no easy way to do it because we just don't have enough research. But that basically covers it. The research features at the moment consist of 5 choices. Each one of them will allow you to filter by percentage or percentile, as in or which extreme you are, because usually if there's a problem, it's because you are too high or too low in something. And this will identify candidates for you to want to learn more about. It doesn't spell things out. You will have to do your own research there, or see you very well qualified medical professional, assuming you can find where he's hiding, and go from there. And everything again takes you back over to hand-picking bacteria, or you can just look up information. But doing hand-picked bacteria allows you to custom select a subset of bacteria on particular criteria and get suggestions specifically for that subset, ignoring other things which could just be noise. Okay, I think that is it. It's a very short one. Hopefully it was helpful.